What's good, YouTube? It's LowkeyyNoel coming back again with another video. But before we get into it, just keep it slight. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be dumb as hell. Click that bell, turn on post notifications so you can get notified every single video. Hey, but like on a serious note though, I gotta be real with y'all. I know a lot of us are trying to, go on our own self-improvement or whatever you want to call it. Just a journey where you want to better yourself. A journey where you want to improve certain aspects of your life. Sometimes it can be in the individual level. Sometimes you might need help along the way. You might need, depending on a friend or an environment or whatever the case may be. One thing for sure is evolution is key. You know what I mean? And with evolution, it comes with changes. And changes sometimes is uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Sometimes change isn't what you expect, you know what I'm saying? With change, there is a different outcome. There's a different outlook on things, you know what I'm saying? For example, Pokemon. I know it's a weird example, but Pokemon. You might like a Pokemon like, damn, I'm trying to think of an example. But let's just say you like Pikachu, right? You like the design of Pikachu, but Pikachu evolves into Raichu. You don't like the evolution. You don't like the look of Raichu, but Raichu, in most cases, is going to be stronger than Pikachu. It's going to be something where you're going to find that like uncomfortable, that like, oh, I don't really like the Raichu design. But you might need to, become that level 80 to become the Raichu in order to, really win the battles, win the league, whatever the case may be. Even though this analogy may not work as much, because if you watch Pokemon, you will understand that Pikachu, he evolves by a Thunderstone, which isn't just regular evolution. Like Pikachu could be like a level 100. Basically what I'm trying to say is sometimes change is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look different. There's going to be different aspects. There's going to be different attributes, different things that are going to be added to what was the original version. And a lot of times it's uncomfortable because, you know what I'm saying? Like say like the Pokemon example. You may like a design. You may like an era, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean it could be better. But sometimes it being better could be something that you just don't fully feel in tune with at first. So like it comes with uncomfortability. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna just say it. Basically what I'm just saying is, just like the evolution thing, I don't know if I'm using the analogy right. I'm just saying all this off the dome. But to get to that next level, is going to require some changes. Changes as far as looks, changes as far as strength, power, mental, wisdom. Something's going to change, you know what I mean? And I say the Pokemon thing just because they're like drastic evolutions, you know what I'm saying? Like, the one evolution is different from the other one, you know what I'm saying? Charmander, the Charmeleon, the Charizard, they're all pretty different. They're kind of the same, but it's different. And you know what I'm saying, to get to the Charizard, I don't know why I keep using Pokemon analogies, but basically what I'm trying to say is, you want to get to that higher level of the evolution, and that is your reward at the end of the day. But you have to go through these changes, like, you know what I'm saying, like with like the Pokemon example, you know what I'm saying, you got to go through battles, you got to you got to win some, you got to lose some, you got to level up. Each battle, it's like your HP stats, it just keeps going up and up and up. Next thing you know, that level 2 Charmander, level 5 Charmander becomes the level like 36 or whatever. Now you hit another tier, so now you can evolve into a Charmeleon. So now boom, you're at a next level. You change, you know what I'm saying? Demeanor's different, you know what I'm saying? Your strength is different. What you can do is different. Physically, you change as well too. And sometimes that's what I'm saying. Like when you go through these different levels of changes, there's uncomfortable things that you have to go through. Getting off of the Pokemon subject, say like working out. You have to, you have to do push-ups. You have to do sit-ups. It's gonna feel drastically painful, weird in the beginning. Or maybe you might do it in the way that fits your strength level in the beginning, so it might be okay. But either way, you're gonna feel pain within the first 3 months of working out, one way or another, especially once you get a good hang of it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, all the things you encounter in the ways of leveling up, it just stacks up. You know what I'm saying? It's the compound effect. You know what I mean? And what I want to tell you is, within everything you do, it applies the same way. You know what I'm saying? With working out, with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start a business, if you want to create a website, if you want to, you know, I don't know, become a better singer, a better artist, learn how to actually build things, like it's all about going through the uncomfortable changes. Like, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. You might not be in an environment where people like put you on to this kind of stuff, so you have to go out your way and learn in other ways. Be in other environments where they, you know, where it's natural to like know these things. People can pick you up where you fall off, you know what I mean? And when you do it, it's going to feel pretty foreign in the beginning. Or maybe it might not feel foreign in the beginning, but at some point it's gonna feel like a little uncomfortable. You gotta do more. You gotta switch up the rhythm. And all I'm saying is, especially like when it comes to like working out and stuff like that, you're going to go through uncomfortable changes. But the uncomfortable changes you go through, it's okay. It's what you need to do to level up. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm saying this very far into the video, but in order to rightfully receive your reward, you must go through the uncomfortable changes. You know what I mean? Whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's what you actually do, you have to go through the uncomfortable changes. It's okay, it's normal, it's a part of life. When you do push-ups, when you start lifting, yes, you might get sore. Yes, you might pull something in your chest, your arm, your leg. You know what I mean? You might feel like your arms is like 20 pounds heavier than it was the day before. And you have to do the same intense workout knowing that like you're in pain. But yes, this is what you have to go through. You have to keep going. You have to not let up. You have to not limit yourself on what you do. And a good way to endure and follow through with the pursuit of, you know, leveling up, when you go through those uncomfortable changes, you have to always remember there's a reward at the end, you know what I mean? But you have to do the uncomfortable work in order to receive the reward. So, you know what I'm saying? You can even do this to, like, you know, trick your brain. Say you like going on social media all the time. You like, you know, watching YouTube videos, movies. Do that workout, you know what I'm saying? Do that workout before you watch that movie. You know what I'm saying? Do the workout before you eat breakfast in some cases. Depending on if you're trying to bulk or cut, you know what I'm saying? But in some cases, either way, you know, it still might be beneficial that you work out before you eat something. Just find a way to trigger your brain into doing it. But you have to understand there's a reward at the end of every time you do the uncomfortable work. The uncomfortable work is what shapes you as a person. It's what builds you as a person. You know what I mean? Sometimes they ain't even in the pursuit. It's anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to get better at like talking to people, becoming a better communicator and stuff like that, you have to go out to talk to people. You have to just, you got to do that, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel the shame, but hey, you're going to be like, hey, you know, like I stuttered a little bit. Maybe I should have came up with a certain line. Hey, how you doing? My name is blah, blah, blah. See how it goes. Sometimes you might get to that point where it's going to, you know what I'm saying? It might be that stopping point, especially with communicating, you know what I mean? You might be like, hey, my name is blah, blah. What do you do? But you'll understand the more you keep doing the repetition, you'll understand like, okay, I messed up here. Next time I could do that. It allows you to think more. It allows you to understand, we've been in this situation. How can we maneuver this? How can we let ourselves benefit more from this situation? How can we be in this realm longer than we were? Like as if it's like a video game or something, or like a timer. How can we be in this situation longer than what we need to reap all the benefits that's required to grow and level up as a person? You have to go through the uncomfortable changes. And you got to remember, there's an ultimate reward at the end, but there still is a reward within doing the uncomfortable work. And sometimes you have to do that. I would say because change is uncomfortable, and sometimes going through that, it will get discouraging. You'll probably want to stop. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of guys probably don't even want to approach girls because as soon as you approach them, hey, what's going on? You know, it could be, it might not even be you. It could be her. She could be like, you know what I'm saying? She could just try you like off rip, you know what I mean? And then that's gonna stick in your head. You gotta, you know, you gotta find ways to reward yourself. Even though the rewarding thing, that should be a whole other video, but it ties into this subject. You know what I'm saying? You talk to her, boom, she rejects you. Hey, just be like, hey, you know what? At least I got the confidence to go up to her and say something. Sure, I might not have been her type, but at least I did what I need to do. Let me go out and eat some ice cream or some shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta find ways to trick yourself. You know what I'm saying? That when working out, oh man, last time I did 25 push-ups, but this time I pushed myself harder than 45. Hey man, I pushed myself past my limit. I didn't think I was gonna do that. Hey, you know what? I'm finna go out for some Chinese. I'm finna watch a movie or something. You know what I mean? Reward yourself from each uncomfortable change. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you may not even have to reward yourself. You could be content with your results and just let it marinate, because you have to know that you are leveling up as a person. It's going to be different levels. There's going to be different obstacles along the way. It's going to keep happening. But just know there is an ultimate reward. You hit new tiers every time. Every time it gets better, you get more obstacles. That just means you're doing the right thing. If it's too easy, it's too comfortable, you are literally going stagnant or you're going backwards. So every time the uncomfortable change is happening, you are getting a reward at the end of the day. And if you haven't resonated with, you know, running a mile, walking a mile, running 5 miles or something like that, for example, you need to reward yourself. You need to know, you need to trick your mind. It's a mind to body type of thing. You need to trick yourself that no matter how much excruciating pain, no matter how much you feel like you might be missing out from the crowd, no matter what the case may be, the uncomfortable change, whether in the social aspect, the physical aspect, the verbal aspect, you will be rewarded ultimately at the end once you complete your level per se. But even in the sense where you're doing, you know, the little small missions, you know what I'm saying, the small tiers, you know what I'm saying, oh, you're doing more push-ups, oh, you're doing more sit-ups, oh, you talk to people, you know, in the mall for like, you know, 10-20 minutes a day. I'm just saying that, you know, if you like on some high school stuff, or even if you're older, you know what I'm saying, like just go out places, like talk to people, work out more. You know, you understand your strengths and weaknesses. You do what you need to do to work on it, because at the end of the day, this is also an uncomfortable truth. A lot of people aren't going to help you in the sense where you would assume how your parents would help you or how you see from TV. Some people aren't going to be like guide you step by step on some parental one-on-one, like holding your hand, walking you through it. Sometimes you got to put your foot in that field and you got to do what you got to do. You might go through some fails, you might go through some rejections, but hey, it's all good, because every time you gotta take that to the chin, you feel me? Every time you do it, you getting better, bro. It's one of those things where it's like, you know how like when you play in a fighting game and you charging up and you loading and they got like them 2 bars, it's like, it'd probably be like the yellow one and the blue one. Every time your bar is loading up, man. You loading up that first bar, then you loading up that second bar, then you just leveled up, you feel me? And that's just what it is, man. The uncomfortable change, it's what happens in the game of life, man. This whole thing, you could look at life as a game to some degree, man. It comes with obstacles, it comes with new levels, you get new strengths. You might even, you know what I'm saying, it is a game one way or another, you know what I'm saying, but we got to understand how to play, you know what I'm saying? Chess, not checkers, you feel me? So like, you got to do what's necessary to grow as a person, and that's really what I got to say. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video off right here. So if you guys would like more videos and talks like this, let me know down in the comments below. Your boy's gonna end off right here. It's your boy Lowkey. Noel, look how you doing, what I'm saying. Hey man, keep up the work, man. The more it gets uncomfortable, the more you getting better, man. You gotta be okay with it, man. Just remember, every time it gets more uncomfortable, even if it gets way past your limit, just gotta reward yourself, man. Because there's an ultimate reward at the end. But you gotta reward yourself every time. Every time you get discouraged, every time you think like, damn, I don't think I want to do this no more. Reward yourself. Do it. Do it. Take the time out, whatever the case may be, do it and reward yourself, man. And you're going to trick your brain, you're going to trick your body to love to do what's uncomfortable to get the ultimate reward. You're going to better yourself in all aspects of life, but you have to go through this hurdle first. Anyways, I'm going to end the video off right here. Like I said before, if you're new, please like, comment, subscribe, because I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, your boy is out. You did!
Ask me if you were someone I should have messed with. To be honest, I don't even know. I just go with the flow, keeping up my hopes. Don't regret what I did. I'm so tired of all this shit. We